This is one of the good videos of what Kai Mills can do quickly as your member of parliament for North Abaco. This whole government complex is contaminated with mold. If we were to take $1 million of the $58 million that Brave traveled to Africa to feed his cousin the chimpanzee, 1 million or the 58 million, 4 years ago, you wouldn't have to take inland revenue, tourism, and all these government agencies that are paying these exuberant rent for them PLP building. They would have been here free. It would have eased the pressure on the broke country already. $1 million out of 58 million, the biggest government complex in the second largest island in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, on the 3rd of March 2026, Kai Mills could fix this. It was a beautiful thought of complex. One has forgotten its people to the amount that this place is contaminated. The courthouse is contaminated. The police station is contaminated. Immigration is contaminated. Local government is contaminated. Road traffic is contaminated. The administrative is contaminated. The office of the Prime Minister is contaminated. They need to keep the contamination in the office of the Prime Minister. We got some good people working in there, but contaminate the office of the Prime Minister so much that they catch sense and fix this 6 years later. The place dingy, mold and mildew on the outside. So if you get that on the outside, what do you think you got in the inside? This place is just filthy, 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 and nobody want to do nothing. Nobody want to do nothing. This is one of these Kai Care video in the complex of the biggest government building 6 years after 2 hurricanes. Is that we have had 2 hurricanes and the government haven't spent $1 million to rebuild no building. Haven't spent $1 to rebuild nobody home. But Brave Davis, QC, Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, spent $58 million in travel alone. A broke country. There has been no Prime Minister. Hubert Ingram has not carried Dolores throughout the world traveling and them expensive trip to spend $58 million. Perry Christie haven't taken his wife. She left. Perry was so bad, for the first time in the history of the country, the Prime Minister's wife went to Atlanta. That's why she didn't want to be around Perry Christie. So he was that bad that his wife never stayed, never traveled with him, not even in the Bahamas. I wouldn't talk about abroad. Then we had Menace. At least Menace traveled with his wife. He's probably the only one that traveled through the Bahamas with his wife. But I don't think Menace has spent $1 million in travel with his wife during the time when he was a miserable Prime Minister. And there came Brave, little black boy that's saved from Cat Island, that says that the people is Haitian. He took his Trinidadian born wife all over the world. 58 million. One Prime Minister spent more. I don't think that Penland carried Margaret, his wife, even to Andres on a trip. I wouldn't talk about spending 58 million on travel. One little black Prime Minister called Brave Davis has spent 58 million on travel, and he ain't helped nobody. He ain't rebuilt one building in Abaco. The dock is still without any place for the port officers to go. The immigration department, they're still in a buried trailer, 4.5 years, 58 million. They still haven't been eradicated with mold. and they're asking people to come into harm's way every day. That is what Kai could say, ask the international community. Does anybody know how to take mold out of a building? At the airport, it's filled with mold. $40 million terminal full with mold. The government complex filled with mold. Kai can eradicate mold in the biggest government complex, and I can do this in less than 1 year, 4.5 years. 58 million has been spent on travel alone, and the mold is still in the building. Yobukai Coalition of Independence. It's March 3rd. The wind is up, the God is angry, and we're in March madness. Kai cares. That's why he's here. Vote for Kai, because Kai still cares while Brave is still traveling, and he don't care.